Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Victor Kyriakis Memorial Service brings back the upside, the terrible, and in the middle between in Salem. Philip Kyriakis has uncovered himself as alive to express farewell to his father, while Sonny Kyriakis advances back to Salem to respect his uncle. Because she is there to represent Bo Brady and Hope Williams Brady, Christian Alfonso, we even get to see Chelsea Brady, Rachel Melvin, for the first time in 14 years. Brady Dark is stunned that Theresa Donovan is back in the neighborhood and they could try and share a night together, or in any event, an enthusiastic kiss. Then there is Vivian Alamain, who advances back to Salem to say goodbye to the man she calls her first love. Victor likewise loathed her and was stunned at seeing her exposed during her last spell around a couple of years back. Obviously, he was not fit to be enticed by her. E.J. Dimmer's terrible bad dreams bring about him pursuing a horrendous choice. He needs to kill Ava Vitali to retaliate for his mom's supposed demise. He even attempts to enroll Xander Cook to carry out the thing and needs to supply him with the weapon. In any case, Xander is finished with that life. It cost him Sarah Horton, Lindsay Godfrey, the last time he consented to accomplish something insane for cash, and he took in his illustration. If by some stroke of good luck Sarah knew that as she keeps on misleading him about her child's paternity, when she starts giving birth toward the week's end, will she at last come clean with him? Trip Johnson and Wendy Shin, Victoria Elegance, plan a heartfelt night at the Salem Hotel. Finally, Dieter Hall's Marlena Evans and Drake Hogestyn's John Black try to help John Doe figure out who he really is. Does he have any connection to John's constantly shifting past? Peacock lets you watch new Days of Our Lives episodes every weekday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As revealed back in April, Hollywood legend Dick Van Dyke added drama visitor star to his long-term resume of acting jobs when he taped a circular segment on Days of Our Lives. Van Dyke hasn't worked on the soap since the Peacock series taped so far in advance. However, starting on Friday, September 1, the Emmy, Tony, and Grammy winner will finally make his daytime debut. To advance his visitor star gig, Van Dyke plumped down with Days star Eric Martsolf for a meeting on the arrangement of the Brady Bar and shared some knowledge on what carries him to Salem, explicitly to Salem College Medical Clinic. They find this elderly person meandering around the emergency clinic Van Dyke made sense of. He can't recollect what his identity is or where he's been, anything about himself. Marlena, Kayla, and others try to figure out who the mysterious senior citizen is because he is clearly agitated. Van Dyke continued, "The entire hospital is attempting to assist me in remembering who I am." Gradually, he recalls. So, who is he? Indeed, Van Dyke knew not to spill that tea. He figures out who he is toward the end, the Shoga symbol prodded, which is a major shock. Van Dyke likewise confessed to Martsolf that while he's performed in front of an audience, in films, and on early evening TV, handling a drama job wasn't precisely on his list of things to get an acting position. Satire has a speed, he admitted, recognizing that while Dayo's list of entertainers finishes the work quick, he's excessively fretful to watch dramas. There should be a feeling of timing to show, yet I don't get it. Satire, I move it immediately. Be that as it may, I don't have the foggiest idea when the beat's coming with daytime. Wrapping up the meeting, Martsolf said that getting somebody on one time with the star was Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, a play, obviously, on the tune Van Dyke sang with Julie Andrews in the 1964 film Mary Poppins. Have me back any time, Van Dyke finished up. E.J.'s so near having everything on Days of Our Lives. Indeed, that is not altogether obvious. The child Nicole's conveying isn't really his. However, apparently, it is, between to the point that, and the arranging their marriage, E.J. ought to be elated. The problem is that he seems pretty determined to blow everything up on his own, regardless of whether the truth emerges. This refound fixation on Ava can't end well, particularly since he told Nicole he'd drop it to zero in on their future together. EJ, however, is EJ. Furthermore, now that retribution is latched onto his subconscious mind, indeed, there's nothing for him to do except for own it to his illogical end. What's more, after Susan springs up in a fantasy, EJ's at last prepared to make a move. It's essential for EJ's tendency, Dan Feuerriegel notes in the new issue of Drama Overview. He lashes out violently if he doesn't get what he wants. That is what his identity is. Furthermore, it doesn't get more limit than murder. All things considered, it does in the Dimmerer family. However, for the vast majority of us, that is comparably awful as it gets. So normally EJ goes to Xander and attempts to persuade him to kill Ava. So he can acquire EJ's absolution, since that is high on Xander's plan for the day. Yet, what Xander doesn't have any idea, with the exception of he does, on the grounds that he's not an imbecile, is that this is only a plot to take out both individuals he's considered liable for Susan's passing. EJ's being sly, Feuerriegel makes sense of. He's attempting to play chess, yet not exactly in an extremely complex way. EJ likes to believe he's Stefano, yet he's not close to as great at plotting as his dad. On the off chance that you will control somebody, you should be a piece more obvious. Alternately, you'll need to do it through someone else, or you'll have to brainwash them. Ham-fisted endeavors at coercing somebody into going about your filthy responsibilities tend not to work. Feuerriegel tells Digest that probably explains why Xander doesn't trust him, and I wouldn't trust him either. However, if Xander unavoidably declines, what then at that point? How outrageous will EJ get? To kill Ava, he may need to be even more inventive, as he will need to add another layer to indict Xander for the crime. Or then again, he'll simply track down one more road to demolish Xander's life. Sarah's going to have his child, and that can't remain a mystery until the end of time. EJ had Ava's child grabbed to rebuff her. How might he manage Xander's child? The relationship between Xander and Chloe is the final issue. That wouldn't take all that much to explode. Assuming EJ has his direction, he'll wind up killing Ava, yet obliterating Xander's life, Chloe's, Sarah's, Nicole's, his own. Since regardless of whether he comes up short, it appears to be unavoidable that EJ will annihilate everything great in his life simultaneously. Nicole attempted to persuade him to abandon his plot against Ava. He almost certainly betrayed what he had promised her by attempting to kill her. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.